All right, Keith, thank you again for agreeing to talk to me. And the subject I wanted to cover right now is vitamin K2. Because in my blog post, we write a lot about K2, but we kind of, I guess, slant a little more towards the MK7. Whereas in your book, Great Bones, I noticed you put a lot of, shouldn't say a lot, you put a significant amount of weight of the importance of both. And and I didn't put a lot of weight on MK4. I was glad to find it out that you can get MK4 in more common foods than you can the MK7. But I'd like you to share why you feel the MK4 is as important, if not more important, for bone health.
I guess what I've always read or found in the research is that the MK4 does a little bit more of the job, and that the of the carboxylation of the osteocalcin, and the MK7 is actually just converted into the MK4 in your body. So the MK7 has a probably two or more times half-life than the MK4. And that's why the MK7 is important, because you're trying to have the availability of the vitamin K, K2, there all the time. So you can always carboxylate the osteocalcin. So osteocalcin is a protein that's produced by your osteoblasts, and and you need to have this carboxylated or activated osteocalcin to form the hydroxyapatite crystal. And there's other things too um, that it's used for, but you want to have that availability of the K2 all the time. And that therefore keeps the carboxylated osteocalcin at a certain level 24/7. And because K2MK4 is only in the bloodstream for two or for maybe 3, 4, 5 hours after you eat it, after you take it in, then it's not there a lot of times. So you have the MK7 there available that gets converted to the MK4, and so therefore it becomes more available all the time. Um, you know,
I
I
was surprised actually because most fat soluble vitamins, you go, oh, I have some extra in my fat. And in your book, you write, it's one of the fat soluble vitamins that
right,
doesn't
and why
store.
I don't know why that is, but yes, it's not there like vitamin E and vitamin D is. You can have that once a week and it's kind of there all the time, but the K is not that way. And that's why the test for vitamin K isn't very accurate, because it really just, when you do a blood test for vitamin K, it's just kind of there. It reflects what you've just eaten. And so that's why to get tested to see if you're adequate for vitamin K, that's why the test of undercarboxylated osteocalcin is the better test. It's a functional test to see if that carboxylation process is there all the time. But that's a better test than getting a vitamin K test, which is actually just a K1 test. But um, but yes, that's why you take the K2 MK4 so you can get that longer term carboxylation going on.
And for individuals that might take some of the vitamins in the morning, vitamins and minerals, and some in the afternoon, if somebody was doing an MK4 and an MK7, would you split them?
Yeah, I would split them. Yeah, sure, because you take the K2 maybe in the morning, so you know it's going to the K2 MK4 in the morning, so you know it's working, and then you might want to take the K2 MK7 in the day, in the middle of the day or something, or maybe even in the evening. I don't know,
So
but
that
yeah,
it keeps going.
split it up. And certainly you split up your K2 MK4, maybe one in the morning, one in the evening, something like that. And as far as dosage is concerned, um, I'm not one to push high doses of 45 milligrams of K2 MK4. I think that it, a good dose. For me, just 500 to 1,000 micrograms of K2MK4 a day, split up in a couple doses. Or if you want to go up to 5 milligrams a day for it, I think that's okay to do. It's not going to hurt you. I think there was a study that showed that, if you just do 500 micrograms versus 5 milligrams, the 5 milligrams will produce more of the carboxylated osteocalcin. But if you go up to, 15 milligrams at each time, 3 times a day, so 45 milligrams during the day, it doesn't really improve the amount of carboxylation of the osteocalcin. So why do the 45 milligrams? But if you want to do, 1 to 5 milligrams in the morning, 1 to 5 milligrams in the evening, I think that's fine. It doesn't seem to be toxic in any way. I'm not sure it's necessary though.
Okay. And just to remind listeners that because it's a fat soluble, that if you take it with meals that have fat in it, so you get maximum absorption. Mm-hmm. Okay. Great. Well, that was really helpful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.